What's up, guys? Big news, big news, big news, big news. March 7th kit is finally out. She's expected to release at version 2.4. I'm very excited to see her kit. I won't waste so much of your time. Let's just get into her kit and see what she's capable of. This is, I'm already read a little bit of her kit, but I still don't have fully understanding on what she's capable of doing. So let's just look at it together first. Then we start having our discussion. And I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts regarding her kits. This is March 7th. She's very cute. Honestly, man, I love March, man. I'm so happy of getting her as a new path. And it's 4-star too. I hope it's free. I hope it is free. And her render, it's fantastic looking. Man, I can't wait to play March on 2.4. And we haven't had any new 4-star, which is, it's great that we're getting actually keep getting new free characters. And this is, I don't know when this is gonna happen. This artwork is just really cute. I'm a huge March 7th fan. I'm just really excited to play her, guys. Credit on this is given where it's due. This is from Master Team Breath. Follow their Twitter account if you're always curious about leaks and if you always want to know about character information fast. Dim is the perfect source. His source is quite accurate. So follow Dim and Twitter/X if you want always to get the information yourself. Anyway, let's get into March kit. Let's start with her kit. I'm gonna read it out loud first. First, let's start with her offensive kit. We'll go with the traces later to make more sense. Basic attack. My sword zaps demons. Deal imaginary damage equal to 50% up to 130% of March 7th attack to a single enemy against one charge. We will know what charge is later. Basic attack. I think this is enhanced basic attack. Brows be smitten, hearts be bitten. Very cute. This attack deals 3 hits per action initially. Each hit against the target enemy deals imaginary damage equal to 50% up to 130% of March 7th attack. So basically 3 times of the basic attack, huh? Okay, interesting. Sorry. Let's just keep reading. After dealing the final hit, there's 60% fixed chance to deal 1 extra hit up to 3 extra hits. Energy regenerated from using enhanced basic attack does not increase with the number of hits per action. Enhanced basic attack cannot recover skill point. And then it's her skill. I think this is very big. Master is tea time. Designates a single ally excluding this character as the master and increases master speed by 6% up to 12%. Only the latest target of March 7th skill will be regarded as her master. When using basic attack or dealing damage for 1 hit or her enhanced basic attack, triggers the following effect based on the specific path of the master. Erudition, Distraction, the Hun. Additionally, this additional damage, combat type based on master's combat type. Equal to 10% of March 7th attack. Very interesting. Let's just continue. Harmony, Nihility, Preservation, and Abundance. The toughness reduction for this damage increased by 100%. There's so much I want to say here, but let's just move on for now. And then her ultimate, March 7, the Apex Heroine. Costs 110 energy. It's not that expensive, but it's not bad, I guess. Deals imaginary damage equal to 144% up to 288% of March 7 attack to a single target enemy. Increase the initial hits per action of the next beta attack by 2 hits. It increases the fixed chance of additional dealing damage by 20%. Next is Talon, Master of Ascended. Very cute skill names. After Master uses an attack or ultimate, March 7 gains up 1 charge each time. When the charge is at 7 or more, March 7 immediately takes action again and increases the damage she deals by 40% up to 100%. Her basic attack is enhanced and only her enhanced basic attack can be used. After using it, her enhanced basic attack consumes 7 charge. Then her technique. If March 7 is in the team, every time an ally uses technique, March 7 gains a charge upon entering the next battle. Up to 3 charges. After using her technique, March 7 regenerates 30 energy upon entering battle. Very fascinating. And then lastly, her traces. For stats, attack 28%, crit rate 11%, defense 12.5%. Okay, for her first trace, when the battle starts, March 7 action advance forward by 25%. March 7 can reduce the toughness of enemies with weakness of master type. When inflicting weakness break, also trigger the imaginary weakness break. Wow, this is crazy. When masters on the field, increase March 7's speed by 10%. Very strong. I really want to talk about this, but let's just finish all of her kits first. And then let's look at her stats. Not bad. Her speed is pretty good. I forgot what a good taunt value is. Might need to come back and add this on the comment. If you guys know what's the other character type taunt value is. And then her assassin material, I don't know any of these names. I only know how they look, so I'll think I put a picture here later. And then her trace materials. Oh, this is the boot hill material. Let's just look at her eidolons. My sword stirs starlight. After using ultimate, increase the crit damage of the next enhanced basic attack by 36%. Second eidolon, blood dances on waist fight. After the master uses their basic attack or skill to attack the enemy, March 7 immediately launches a follow-up attack and deals imaginary damage equal to 60% of March 7th attack to the target enemy. Additionally, it triggers an effect corresponding to master path and gain 1 charge. If there's no target enemy that can be attacked, March 7 attacks a random enemy. This effect can only be triggered once per turn. And then her third eidolon. At the start of the turn, regenerates 5 energy. And lastly, me, the best girl on site. After using her enhanced basic attack, increases the master crit by 60%, I assume crit damage, and break effect by 36%, lasting for 2 turns. Wow, there's a lot to pack in this whole thing. My mind is like going crazy right now, like so many things that she can do. Let's just break down and try to analyze her kit, shall we? I think her playstyle revolves around this master system. The fact that she can designate someone to become her master is very cute. And then this is very interesting because the fact that she works differently depending on who in your team is. From here, like, I don't think you're encouraged to go with only one type of character. I think you are encouraged to bring at least another sub DPS here, because that way you can deal extra damage with March. I don't know how good this is, but the fact that you can deal the same type, for example, you bring another The Hunt. Let's say you have Boot Hill in the team, and because of that, March 7 is also able to deal physical damage type on top of dealing imaginary type, which is from 10% up to 25% of March attack when she attacks. Very interesting kit. And then if you must have one of this type for sure. You probably will bring one Abundance and one Harmony. So her team is probably gonna go with something like her as main DPS or her as sub DPS, and then bringing another DPS. And lastly, you bring one Abundance and one Harmony or one Nihility. It's up to you. But bringing at least one Harmony, Nihility, Preservation, or Abundance. Toughness reduction for this damage increased by 100%. 100%, guys, it's insane. This is like, if you bring one Mei on top, she can deal a lot of toughness damage, which is quite insane. Very excited to test this out at some point. But it can be a bit slow because like you can only have one character at a time as her master. So probably your goal is to designate someone Harmony, Nihility, Preservation, or Abundance first to destroy enemy toughness reduction. To destroy the enemy toughness bar. And then when she takes another turn, you designate another sub DPS so that she can deal extra damage. which is very interesting. After the master uses an attack or ultimate, March 7 gains up to 1 charge each time. So because she only gains charge through attack or ultimate, because she only gains charge after a character using an attack or ultimate, she might not be able to get that much charge that fast, and she needs 7. You might want to bring a sub DPS that doesn't use skill and only uses basic attack. For example, like Blade, and I think Boot Heal is very good with her, but Boot Heal wants a lot of break damage. Oh yeah, she can be a support for She might want to bring Boot Heal, because Boot Heal, when he consumes his skills, he still doesn't end his turn and still using basic attack, and she can gain her charge quite fast like that. While for the Harmony, Abundance, Preservation, or Nihility, I think you should bring someone that doesn't use skill too much, like Adventuring, because Adventuring can just keep renewing his skill just by triggering a follow-up attack, which is very skill point friendly, I would say. And at the same time, you will be able to charge her ability much faster. But sadly, she doesn't get charged from follow-up attack, so you might not want to bring a full follow-up attack if you want to use March kit fully. But what's really good is that I think once you reach about 5 or 6 charges, you might want to change the master from Harmony to one of the offensive path so that she can deal a little bit more extra damage. But 25% is not 25% of March attack is not much, I think. But a little bit of extra damage, I think it's fine. Now let's just take a look at her ultimate. Deals a magic damage equal to that. After her talent, let's look at her basic attack. It's good that she can gain 1 charge every time she attacks with her normal basic attack. But during her enhanced version, it has 3 hits per action. That means it's like Asta, Well, and Harmony Trailblazer, that each hit will reduce the enemy toughness, and she will deal 3 hits, but it doesn't say how much toughness reduction. But if you have her equipped with, if you have her master as one of the support type, support path, that means each of her hits will deal a lot of toughness damage. And then after dealing the final hit, so after hitting 3 times, there's 60% chance to deal 1 extra hit, and then it will check again whether you will win the RNG and deal 1 more hit up to 3 extra hit. But no energy regenerated, which is kind of sad, but I think otherwise it will be too strong, and no skill points, which is fair. This attack seems very strong, and if you pair that with her ultimate, next time you do enhanced basic attack, you will guarantee 2 extra hits, so she will hit 5 times. And it also boosts the damage by 20%. This is quite insane, I think, because she will be a toughness reduction monster. She will destroy enemy toughness bar like crazy. She will destroy the enemy's toughness bar like nobody's business. And bringing someone, I think with break units, she will shine a lot as a break support. Like for example, bring her with Harmony Trailblazer, Boot Heal, a Sustain, or maybe even Firefly, it's up to you, and bring her as a for Run May, for example. I don't know how good she is if you substitute with Run May. I don't know, it's just a speculation. There's a lot you can do with this character. And then let's just evaluate her traces. The first one is pretty good. That means you want her to start the battle with her turn so that she can designate the master immediately and you can get an extra charge faster. Very important. The second trace, that means it's quite crazy though. She can deal 2 types of weakness break. let's say you put someone as a master with ice type, like Japard for example, and then when March destroy enemies' weakness, the enemies will be infected with frozen and imprisonment at the same time. It's huge. If you bring her with the dot characters, that means she can help them to deal a little bit of extra dot damage. I don't know how good that would be though. Very interesting application. There's a lot you can do with this character. I really want to play test this character. And then when master on the field, increase my speed by 10%. This is pretty good as well. You want her to take as much action as possible. Very strong. And lastly, let's look at her technique. So this is really good for a Memory of Chaos setup or like Purification setup. Basically, if you have 3 characters that can use their technique, she will get 3 charges upon entering the battle. For example, you might want to bring March and then 3 other characters with 3 different types of technique. One maybe with fill, one with buff, and the other one with attack that starts the battle and deal extra stuff, which is very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if you bring 2 characters that produces field, for example, well, in Jingli produces field and there can't be 2 field at one given time. I don't know if that will give her charge. I'm really curious to see. And last thing, let's take a look at her eidolons. Her status is okay. She has about 107 speed, which is already pretty fast. Plus you get 10% with her traces. I assume this is base. I don't know how this is calculated. I think it's from base speed. So she will get another 10 speed, which is quite big. It's 117 speed. And then if you look at this, there's no speed stats here. So you want a speed boost on her. Now let's take a look at her eidolons. Crit damage of the next enhanced basic attack. That means she will deal a lot more damage. I assume she is free. If this is all free, it's quite huge. But her second eidolon is very important. Wait, this makes her even more insane. Because before, she only gains charge if the master uses an attack or ultimate. But now, if the master uses basic attack or skill as well to attack an enemy, so that means it's not as useful if you use this during a support turn. Yeah, it's not as useful if you use this on support because support doesn't attack. And the fact she does follow-up attack is quite big as well. She has so much in her kit. And also that now if your team uses skill, she gains another charge as well. But if you use Boot Heal, for example, Boot Heal uses skill, she get 1 attack, and that will trigger March follow-up attack, and she will get another 1 charge. So 2 charges per turn. Very strong. If there's no target enemy can be attacked, March 7 attacks a random enemy. What does that mean? Oh, I think if the masters end up killing an enemy, for example, Boot Heal just destroyed an enemy, and just like Ratio Chalk will go to some random enemy, same with March. And then her last eidolon, the third eidolon, 5 extra energy every turn is just good. Make her wants to use ultimate faster, and you will get more chance to get extra hit from her enhanced basic attack. Very strong. And lastly, after using enhanced basic attack, this is makes her a bit more versatile. You don't have to use her on either traditional DPS follow-up or break because both will gain a extra boost, right? If you use a traditional DPS, they'll get a lot more by having 60% crit. And then if you use a break team, you'll get 36% boost, which is quite big. I don't know how substantial this is because if you use this on traditional DPS, they gain quite a lot of benefits because 60% crit damage is already good. And if they destroy, they get a little bit of a break boost as well. So I don't know what's a better in slot for her. Is it like better to bring a traditional DPS or to bring a break effect team. Very interesting. And lastly, let's take a look at her Lycone. This is the art, very cute. I hope this is free. This art is amazing. But what it does, let's have a look. Where is it? Right here. Let's look what it does. Increase warrior's attack by 16%. On monitoring battle, if there are 2 or more allies in the team who follow the same path. This character could damage increased by 16%, abilities of the same type count stack. This very interesting. I think you might want to bring her with Boot Hill, most likely. Or bring another Han unit like a Yanji or Ratio. I don't know how good Ratio would be. So far, I see her being put with Boot Hill. She does so much with Boot Hill. I'm really looking forward to test her, guys. But I don't know if any other light gun is good with her on top of my mind right now. So yeah. So as you guys can see, that's all information I have. I'm sorry, this is like early in the morning. I'm doing my best to kind of break down her kit and all the implication. My mind was like in so much disarray right now. This is like a pure honest reaction. I haven't prepared any script about analysis. It's just me going through whatever comes to my mind. But she does so much for a 4-star character. I'm super excited to see what she can do in terms of team composition and whatnot. Tell me what you think about this particular character. And until the next video, stay sharp, gamers. I might make a follow-up video because I might want to kind of make a summary of like what the hell she is able to do and why you should be excited for her. Until the next video, stay sharp, gamers.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe!